But yeah, so right. So what is in the world right now that we are not laughing at that we should be? Like, what are we not taking advantage of for comedy?
Um, that's a good but tough question, I have to say. I don't what should we be what should we be laughing at? We should be laughing. God, I don't know. That's a really tough question. Do you mean in general? Like, is there
Yeah,
anything?
yeah.
The only thing really that I find the thing that I'm enjoying at the moment that's kind of saved my lockdown outside of the podcast is the TV channel Five Star. You ever watched anything on Five Star?
No.
It's I don't know if you'll get it out in Austria. I'll get your box chipped. I mean, you can watch it. Five Star basically has, you know, those TV shows that are so shite, but they know they're shite. You know what I mean? Like, not reality shows, but like it's always stuff like Booze Britain, you know, Life on the Dole, can't pay, we'll take it away, which is like vlogs from bailiffs, essentially. You know what I mean? Anything with the word dole in it, I'm watching it. You know, Dole, Nazis on the Dole, I'll watch it. Anything Dole, or, oh my god,
Is that on the History Channel?
it should be, because I would love to see Nazis queuing and then find out that their dole's been cut off because they've been working in I don't know, a hipster barbers on the side doing mustaches.
Yeah, well, no doubt
you know
they
what I
have
mean?
some sort of anti-Semitic reason for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're somewhat angry people, the Nazis. But yeah, that's what saved my life. Everybody should be watching Five Star and just watch, particularly that show. Can't pay, we'll take it away. It's honestly like it's just bailiffs going about, just taking people's stuff because and it's always like these people, they're just like surprised that the bailiffs have landed at their door, but they're like, you owe 127 grand on a TK Maxx card that you haven't paid back, so we're absolutely taking your air fryer and you'll have to live with. Because the way it works is, I've learned all about it, is they're actually called like and like what do they call themselves now? They don't call themselves bailiffs anymore. It's something like high court enforcement is what they're called now, which is when you work in Subway and call yourself a sandwich artist, you're like, are you really? So they
I
come
mean,
in
Subways can get pretty beautiful, man. Like,
oh yeah,
like if you're
yeah,
hungover and you're sitting there like watching the guy like assemble your foot long like meatball marinara, and you're just sitting there being like, that is the sexiest thing I have ever seen.
yeah. To be fair, if you get a sandwich artist that's on the ball, 100%. But when you get the people that just like fling lettuce at a bit of bread and don't put any effort into it, but yeah, the high court enforcers, they basically go to these people's houses and be like, we have a high court writ, which is the document, and they go, you owe 100 grand because you didn't, you know, pay bills for your vet or something like that there. And then they go, can you pay that today? Who can pay 100 grand? Just, do you know what I mean? Like if I rang you tomorrow and be like, can you give me a fiver? You'd have to think about it. But 100 grand, you'd just be going, are you joking? You're not going, but right now, no worries. Let me just go get that Coca-Cola money box on top of the fridge and just say like, it's so stupid to them when they can't pay
hopefully by next week I'll just be like, it's all right. I'll just sell one of my GameStop stocks and it'll be all exactly. Good. You know?
Yeah, job done. But yeah, watch it. Honestly, there's loads of it, loads of seasons, and it's sometimes can get very not violent, but it does get a bit violent now when people are like, I don't have any money, and they're like, well, we're going to take your Samsung Plasma TV, and then like they have the legal right to go into the people's houses. They can't refuse an entry. They can go in, particularly if the door's open. They can literally let themselves in when you're lying, like, ironically, probably watching Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away, and then they come in behind you and lift the sofa while you're still on it and just
yeah, like the guy's walking up to the door and you're like, the woman sat on or the guy sat on the fucking sofa like watching it, being like, that house looks familiar. Like that looks like our front door, and the doorbell rings. You're like, hang on.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So that's one thing I would be imploring people to watch that, or any shows like it. You know, any wee shows that don't take themselves too seriously, where there's just people who are, you know, like Booze Britain. They just follow people drinking all night, and they have like a graphic on the screen of the units of alcohol that they've been consuming. So it shows you pre-drinking, bar, club, kebab shop, house party stage, and then you see them like, you know, like phoning like the dodgy taxi guy who can give you carryouts from his car, which is a thing in Belfast as well. It's great. You know what I mean? Things like that, and it's just they just kind of leave a GoPro sitting in a house and just let it film, and then you just see people. Do you know what I mean?
That's got to be the lowest production value show on the planet. Like you just need a GoPro and some drunk people. That's not a difficult thing to find.
Exactly. Yeah, and particularly here, if they did it on like Paddy's Day in the Holy Lands, you know, I mean, you would get about 10 seasons out of that. HBO would sign that up.
I mean, like you could turn it into a proper fucking drama. You'd have Stephen Nolan run about, like sort of waddling about with his camera team, being like, "We're going to find teenagers that are drinking too much on Paddy's Day. Have you ever heard such a travesty?" Like, thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already and you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to this podcast and to our mailing list. And don't forget, my book, Brexit, The Establishment Civil War, is now available for pre-order on Amazon. You'll find the link in the description below. Until next time, thanks so much for listening.